You know, most of my life, the moment I would wake up, I would have such a rush of fear to where I couldn't move. I'd almost throw up. Ever since I was little. I rarely wake up like that anymore. And when I do, I know it's spiritual, battles. But how did I change that? I really started to get in the habit in the last couple of years, about 5 years ago. It did not happen overnight. This is progress. But I really started making a habit every time I would have feelings of fear, panic, anything negative, I would run straight to God. God. Whether I ran in prayer, I went to the Word, or I turned on some music and listened to music about Him, whatever it was, I flooded my mind with thoughts of Him. Philippians 4:8. And and today, as soon as I open my eyes, I start talking to Him. Yeah, sometimes I open my eyes and the struggles that I'm dealing with from yesterday come right back or whatever. But I don't let it take over. I run to Him. And yes, He is my crutch. He's my wheelchair. He's my life support. Okay, ventilator, whatever you want to call it. I cannot live without Him. And the moment I let go of Him, I start sinking. And I don't care what people call me. I don't care. And if you only knew, if you had any idea what He has carried me through in my life, the things He has done in my life, the miracles that there's no other way to explain them. There's things that He's done for me in my life that you cannot attribute to anything other than Him. And I know that. And and trying to upload a post of a brother, and he was sharing about how he was delivered from demons. And man, I just love his testimony. TikTok is not allowing me to upload it. It's funny, the videos that TikTok refuses to let me upload lately. Really weird. But anyway, he's sharing about, how he was delivered from being demonically possessed. And how his life is, it's just a miracle listening to him, and I love it. And I think that people don't understand what we're dealing with, God's been trying to show me for the last couple of years, honestly, of the spiritual warfare we're headed towards in many different ways. And one of them, me and my girlfriend, I went to the casino with her a couple of years ago, and we both noticed this guy following us. And she doesn't walk with God, okay? She doesn't believe in all that stuff that but she was the first to point him out. And I noticed him because the way he walked really weird. There was something backwards about how he walked. And plus, he would just duck and dodge and, around people and machines and stuff. And nobody else seemed to notice him. Nobody. But my friend noticed him. She said it was his eyes, that he had black eyes. And he followed us all the way out into the parking lot. He reminded me of that, what is it, My Precious character on, I think, Lord of the Rings or something like that, to me. from a distance. He just didn't mop right. It was just weird. And then when I moved in that house I just moved away from, right early when I moved in, there was some people that came in the backyard, and you couldn't get into the backyard unless you came down the alley. It was a dead-end backyard, so there's no way that they got back there by accident. Anyway, it was a young lady. It's a homeless couple, and she was pregnant, and and the house had been boarded up, and they'd had a real bad problem with squatters in there, and so the whole neighborhood watched out for this house. Supposedly, that house brought a lot of problems in my life. Anyway, I gave them some money and told them where, some places to go. I shouldn't have done that because a couple of weeks later, the police were at the house. They had snuck in, broke in with other people, and were staying in the house. And people on the other side of it called the cops because they saw it. And the owner I'd gotten to know and become friends with, I thought. Yeah, dots are starting to connect heavy. But anyway, so while I was helping him clean the garbage up in the yard that they left, I found there was this mask that was on the ground. And let me tell you what, and I've shared this before when it happened. I've shared it a couple times actually, but this mask was custom made. You cannot just go buy this mask. Somebody made it. I don't know what it was made out of, but the material was not. It was almost like pigskin, I guess. And the shape of it. And see, I found this before the whole demon face syndrome came out, so believe me that this was before that garbage came out, okay? But it reminded me, when they came out, remember that? They were coming out about, beware of demonic face syndrome, and people are seeing demon faces and, trying to make you sound crazy if you say this, right? They knew. They did that on purpose because they know what's coming, okay? And they wanted people to automatically assume people are crazy who see this. But anyway, it's coming, okay? Anyway, so this mask, man, it was so demonic in every way. I've never seen, like I said, the closest thing I've seen is that demonic face syndrome picture they were posting a lot of, only it wasn't like that. I mean, it had the very pronounced, twisted grin and all that, yes. But it wasn't like that. There was nothing, it was, it looked like something that was used in rituals, okay? It was not a normal Halloween mask. So anyway, that happened when I first moved in there. Then all that demonic face syndrome stuff came out, being posted everywhere, and yeah. People think it's a joke. What did Jesus do the most? He wasn't considered a therapist. He was considered a healer. He healed people from their sicknesses and he cast out demons. When did the term mental health come in? All the psychological babble. Only in the last 100, 200 years, maybe? Who came up with that? And why? I'm not saying that there isn't such thing as mental health issues, depression, anxiety, fear. All those things are very real. I'm saying that what they call mental health, illness, is spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. And they would rather shove a pill down you and put a label on you than truly try to help you heal. You're not crazy. You need Christ. He loves you.